You have to have a passion. You know, the passion is the driver, but you have to have a reason for that passion too. Hi everybody, I'm Rea Ann Silva, creator and founder of Beautyblender. Back before I created Beautyblender, I was working on set as a makeup artist for film and television. So I had a lot of experience with many different types of makeups. And I was hired to department head this one show called Girlfriends. The specialty that they were looking for was somebody that could airbrush beauty makeup because it was going to be the first show shot in high definition and broadcast in high definition. So when I got to set, I realized that airbrushing was completely impractical and I needed to find a way to make my makeups from the morning look beautiful all day. And it wasn't going to be taking the girls off of set. I came up with creating an edgeless, rounded sponge that I used wet. The Beautyblender prototype was really, really good at blending and smoothing out makeup, where other tools kind of just caked makeup on the face. So I realized Beautyblender was a hit when they literally started what I thought was sprouting legs and walking off set every day. I would spend so much time cutting them in the morning, and by the end of the day, the actors were putting them in their bags and taking them with them, so I would have to do it again the next day. So I then realized I needed to find a way on my hiatus to figure out how to manufacture them in bulk. I started to look at the back of all of those bags of sponges that you find in stores. I called 411 because this was before Google, and I got the phone number to this particular company and I cold called them. People think things are more complicated sometimes than they really are. It's just a matter of, hey, can you help me? So launching Beautyblender was very different than my launches now because I didn't have any money to do a proper launch. So my launch technique for Beautyblender was simply providing gratis to my other makeup artist friends that found value in Beautyblender. Through them, other people would look to them as experts and ask them, what is this pink egg that you're using and where do we get it? And it was a slow launch that way. It was something that didn't happen with a launch date and then in retail. I still own Beautyblender 100%. I haven't taken on any investors. And it's not that I won't at some point. And the way that I've done it is, you know, honestly, for the first 6-7 years of the business, I didn't take a paycheck. But I didn't pay myself because I didn't want an investor. I wanted to reinvest in my business, and I had a skill. I could still work and be trying to create the product and be taking those steps forward while I was working. So I would work as a makeup artist to support myself and then reinvest in the business. So Beautyblender and social media was an organic love affair. It was not a plan. Yeah, social media is now a strategy, but it wasn't then. Unlike in the beginning, social media is very important to us now, and I think it's very important to everybody in every industry now. The way that we deal with it is we strategize around launches and around messaging. We storytell. In the beginning, Beautyblender was a product that I really honestly only thought other makeup artists was going to purchase and understand. I didn't think that it would cross over into consumer market because of the price, and it was just so unusual. After I launched Beautyblender and after about 10 or so years of real growth and success, I was able to kind of take a breath and go back to what product that I really initially wanted to make, and it was foundation. And it made perfect sense at this point because Beautyblender is a complexion tool. So it's like the hot dog and the hot dog bun, they kind of went together. So that was what my initial idea was after Beautyblender and some of the tools, is to go into color and start with foundation. And I plan, by the way, to stay in complexion for as long as I can. My team now consists of about 100 people, and I'm not planning on growing it anytime soon. 2019 was a year for me of growth and strategy in terms of preparing for the future. So I'm hoping that I don't need to hire many more people. That's a lot of people. So I think the advice that I would give any young entrepreneurs that are creating cosmetic lines or products, always plan for more than less, because it's easier to scale back than to scale up. Entrepreneurship requires focus. Being a woman of color and being an inventor, being a founder, being a CEO is so important to me because of just like the women before me that have paved the way for me to do what I'm doing right now. I'm hoping that what I do paves the way for other women of color that want to be entrepreneurs, that want to be bosses, that want to get into business, that me being here will give them the confidence to step out and dream and try to achieve the goals that they want to, because I'm not a Wharton School of Business graduate. I did not go to business school. You have to have a passion. You know, the passion is the driver, but you have to have a reason for that passion too. You have to enjoy the journey, because once you get the goal, it's very short-lived. You celebrate and it's done. Where the joy is in the experience of entrepreneurship is in the journey and all the things you learn along the way. You have to have a positive attitude about everything. If you have a challenge, you just got to jump over that obstacle and keep it going, because for everybody that says no, there is somebody there that sees your vision and will coordinate with you and will support you and take a couple steps with you. So important.